Hi everyone, this is a very special preview and walk around on BMW's new superbike, the S1000RR. This bike was launched just a few days ago at Monza, Italy, and here we have access not just to one color but two colors. I mean, you should see this bike in person. Truly, images and photography do not do it justice. Let's talk about some of the specs on this bike. We can perhaps start with the front suspension.
Front suspension on this motorcycle does not utilize Taillight or dual lever front ends. It uses a conventional upside down fork with 46mm diameter stanchion tubes. It also is running radial mounted Brembo brakes, top quality components. You can also notice that the front forks are fully adjustable down here by the red anodized adjustments. And if you follow up to the top of the triple clamp, you'll see they carried through the red anodizing on the adjustments up top as well. Very well done, real high class pieces.
Yeah, it's truly beautiful. The attention to detail on this bike is very impressive. Since we're talking about suspension and brakes, why don't we talk about the rear suspension as well?
The rear uses a banana type rear swing arm, which is connected with a single shock unit, which uses an additional reservoir for your dampening and your rebound control. And the rear shock is fully adjustable in addition to your spring preload.
And you can actually see the dial right here on the bike's left side. And the swing arm?
You can see the bend in the swing arm to help it make room for the exhaust to come up and just for a more compact wheelbase.
And you mentioned wheelbase. What is the wheelbase on this bike?
Wheelbase is roughly around 56 inches.
Fantastic. And let's talk about numbers. What's the horsepower?
The horsepower is a class-leading 193 horsepower, which is also making 87 foot-pounds of torque.
It's amazing. And the red line?
The red's up to 14.2 RPM, 14,200.
It's amazing.
And the whole engine itself only weighs 130 pounds. With the road-going weight of the motorcycle, with gas, with a battery, is only 450 pounds.
You know what? Since we're talking about weight, let's talk about the ABS, because what is so radical about this bike is that BMW has launched a new race ABS with 4 stages. Yet this ABS weighs only roughly about 5.5 pounds.
Correct.
And I can say, compared to the competition's unit, which is about nearly 25 pounds.
That's correct.
So this is quite an achievement from BMW.
Well, BMW has had the most experience in ABS units on motorcycles. We've been putting ABS on motorcycles for over 20 years now.
Fantastic. Let's talk about the styling of this bike. It has a very unique, obviously a very unique, and some call it controversial, asymmetrical look.
Well, the asymmetrical look is for functional reasons, not just for design. From a design perspective, of course, we want a BMW to look different than the competition, particularly in this class where so many bikes look virtually identical. So you have something which is absolutely unique. It cannot be confused with anything else. The whole design parameter is to show the velocity of the bike even when it is standing still. So you'll see there's sort of a V shape coming up out of the fairing. If you look on the side, you see the V shape is continued right from the rondelle out.
Ah, that's very clear, yes.
Yeah, you'll see it even more clearly on the other side. The asymmetrical fairing itself is designed to ensure that you have maximum airflow to the engine and outflow of hot air from the engine on the other side, which means that you can have a hotter running engine and a smaller package, which means more power. And obviously more reliability as well.
And what about the gills?
Well, I mean, the gills, again, they're really designed to help to waft the hot air off the engine for maximum cooling, the coolest running temperature you can possibly get with such a high-powered package. And you'll notice also that the fairing is designed to give some air between the engine and the fairing for the same purpose.
It's really beautiful. As far as our riders and fans in the US wanting to see this bike in person, where is a good place to do that?
Well, it'll first be shown in the US officially at Miller for World Superbike. The BMW Motorsport team will be there with Troy Corser and Ruben Zaust, of course. We'll have a big display there for BMW owners to join us. After that, you'll be able to see the bike before it's launched into the US market with 2 of our S1000RR ambassadors. The first one for the East Coast is Nate Kern, Many of our listeners will know him from his very successful BMW racing in the last several years. And the West Coast ambassador will be Jason Turner, who's done very well in racing in California. And you'll be able to find out about bike nights and track days and dealer open houses where these guys will be showing off the bikes on our website at bmwmotorcycles.com.
Wonderful. Can we hear one of these bikes fire up? One of the nice things about the new asymmetrical headlights is that they also function in an asymmetrical way. For example, the low beam is on the left side, but when you flip high beam, isn't that hot? That is just a beautiful, beautiful job. And let's see the dash while the bike is running as well.
You also know there's a shift light.
Just beautiful. And the taillight, let's see the taillight in action. That's very bright, very bright. The new BMW S1000RR Superbike.